Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. Sorry I forgot to play the intro video. I'll do that tomorrow, but somebody is buying our token, somebody big. We're going to talk about that later in this video, but is it any wonder why? I was sitting here just before I went live thinking about this. Look, when you look at the hard data that we have available, we're going to look at like what the top 1,000 wallets, the diamond handed, the hodlers, or as we like to call them, the diamond hooved holders. I don't think that there's many other projects out there that compare to us or beat us in that regard. People are buying UFD and they're holding it, and they're holding it on a long-term basis. Well, a long-term basis for Web3 crypto anyway, because time moves so much faster in this realm in which we are operating. But the other hard data we can look at is social dominance data, where we consistently perform at a very, very high level. Okay. And the third magic factor is just the feel that we get in this community. So is it any wonder? Look, guys, don't get mad at me for saying this, but I believe this 100%. I know hype, 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 drama. That's what, the meme coin sector in particular typically is all about. We are an energy coin. Okay, that's our new term. We are an energy coin. We have a nucleus community that is full of energy. It's like this glowing, expanding nucleus of a community that is real, that has real connections, that is so much different than chasing hype, hype, hype. Okay, I have a niece. She's like 24 now, but when she was younger, she used to call me Preacher Ron. I'm going to preach for a second, because when I look at what's going on, I've been in crypto for 9 months plus now, so I can say this with a degree of experience. Everything is shiny red ball. Every week there's something different. One week it was bonk. One week it's pump not fun. One week it's rage versus rage guy, which I don't even really understand, and I'm not going to waste my time digging into it and trying to understand, right? I'm going to focus on what's going on in UFD, but I'm going to give you guys a big life lesson. You will accomplish nothing, and I can say this, or you will accomplish much less. And I can say this from experience, right? Because I'm 55. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I loved chasing red balls, right? Shiny new red balls, the new thing. Oh, what do they call that? A dopamine hit or whatever it is. We are not a shiny red ball token. We are not a hype token. We are an energy token. We are focused on long-term growth, right? We aren't focused on shiny red balls. We're focused on shining unicorn horns and a long-term vision and a long-term journey together. But yeah, I mean, I can give you countless examples of things that I would get so excited about and it's so much fun for a certain amount of time and then lose interest and the people who are successful in life. And I learned this, I don't know, really started implementing it into my life really when I met Susie, because we've been married over 20 years and that's been the best long-term decision of my life. Right, Susie? But stick with things unless you think that what you're working on is not a worthy cause, if something's changed. But if you make a commitment, stick to it. And that's where the big dividends are. That's where the big success is. When I look at my friends who have been really successful, they're people that got into something, stuck with it on a long-term basis. And that's what we are. Yes, we will have hype. I'm not anti-hype, okay? Yeah, we've got a lot of catalysts in our future for Unicorn Fart Dust. No doubt about it. But the smart people, the whales, the people who are accumulating UFD right now know that this is a long-term energy coin, a long-term community coin. Yeah, we can look at the data and we will look at some data, but we also have that feel of what is going on in this community right now with the highest quality people. Why are you wasting your time? I mean, all this drama stuff going on. It's something different every darn week. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? And I'm not preaching to you necessarily, but just to what I see going on sometimes in the general meme coin sector. I mean, it's almost funny. Like, what's it going to be next week? What's the new thing that everybody, not everybody in the end, right? The Hall of Fame Cryptocurrency meme coin projects will be the ones that stay on the rails. We talk about that all the time. Look, we are baby Bitcoin. I believe that 100%. Those rails, think of train tracks that were laid out by the founding fathers and mothers of crypto and the blockchain, are what we are staying on. On each side of those rails, right? Like we said yesterday, there's a mud pit on one side and a swamp on the other. Stay out of the swamp, stay out of the mud pit, stay on the rails. What's the best way that we can make the crypto meme coin sector a lot better? By proving our success, by proving that good, fair, right, honesty, an open community, open to people of every age, open to people all over the world, every corner of the planet, is successful. Right? There's only going to be a few winners left standing. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that UFD is amongst that elite group of projects that are robust and proving, right, that they can last for the test of time. All right, enough of that. There will not be a Spaces today. We usually do a UFD Community Spaces at 10 a.m. Central Time every Tuesday, but we are going to do a Reddit AMA. At least I hope we are. This is our first Reddit AMA. I've spent an exorbitant amount of time and effort trying to get this set up. It's kind of tricky. I'll leave it at that. But at 10 o'clock, I'm going to try to relaunch one. It's been, look, I'm not going to go into details, and you don't want to hear about my trials and tribulations. We all have them. I know you, yeah, right? You're like me. We all face our challenges. But getting a Reddit AMA set up is not as easy as it may seem. And there was one that got set up, the third one that I went through the process last night that I scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning, that then went live, and it was live for about 20 minutes. And then it got shut down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to restart that one. If I can't restart that one, I will attempt to create a whole nother fourth brand new one and set it so it goes live without scheduling. Trying to schedule it in advance may have been the problem. I'll keep you posted. I'll pin a post on my timeline to keep everybody up to speed. But the interesting thing is the one that we started last night on Reddit, I don't know, it was probably about, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central Time. In like 20 minutes, it had like 11,000 people who had looked at it or who had seen it or had impressions. It was like, I don't want to say viral, but I was shocked. I'm like, I can't believe 11,000 people saw this thing. So I'll keep you posted on that. We'll be back next week on Tuesday with our normal spaces. And I won't give up. Okay. That's another big life lesson. I won't give up on getting a Reddit AMA. If by chance it doesn't work today, I will keep working at it. I will figure it out, right? Because I tell you what, the only way, this is critical to your success in life. Yeah, those of you who are older probably know this. Maybe those of you that are younger, maybe this is some great advice for you. The only way that you fail in life is when you give up. When you say, I'm done, I quit, right? Never, ever give up. It will get you, that principle alone will get you so much further than talent, right? You can be the most talented person in the world, the smartest, brightest person with all these wonderful, great ideas. But if you give up on things, nothing will ever really come of all your great ideas. And don't forget, this is another big one. I'm sorry, I'm spitting my personal opinion is things will get tough. Make sure I got the microphone back on. Here's some truth, okay? Buttercup, dusters, diamond hoof dusters. Anything great in life is going to take hard work. Anything great in life, you are going to face adversity. That's just the way life works. Nothing is just rainbows and unicorns and lollipops all the time, okay? And there's going to be days where you don't feel like doing it. Trust me, that's the way life works. But on those days, right, when your motivation fails you, if you have some discipline, your discipline will not. And you keep working, you keep going forward. I won't give up on a Reddit AMA. I won't give up on you. I know you won't give up on me or our community either, because we've got something super, super special right now. So somebody bought some tokens last night. I will not expand on this any further. However, somebody made some big purchases of UFD last night. I have an internal speculation that I know who it is, maybe a little bit more than a speculation. And if what I'm thinking is true, and this person is the person behind this big buy, it could be a very, very big, good thing for our project. And they're doing this because they know that we are putting the work in. They know that we are doing this, right? Following our moral code, treating other people the way that we would want to be treated. We're doing it with honesty. Look, when I started this 9 months and 5 days ago, whatever the heck it is, I sat down here and said, you don't have to trust me. I have to earn your trust day by day by day by day, that I will be completely transparent with you about this project, that I will show up and do my best every single day. That's what people are seeing, not just me, because I'm not CEO of Unicorn Fart Dust. No, I'm the developer, right? They're seeing it from our community, from that powerful energy nucleus of a community that we have that really sets us apart. What did we see the other day? That in all of crypto, we're like number 55 out of social dominance. And our social dominance, our social engagements are all unique, real, organic, grassroots driven. I bet if they could measure that, like non-bot social dominance, non-computer driven, AI driven social dominance, if there was a way to judge and to quantify like the realness of the social engagement, I would say this: if there was a way to quantify or measure the authenticity of a community, that's a good word, authenticity. Remind me of that when I forget. Okay, somebody send me a DM. We would be in the top 10, no doubt about it. But nonetheless, to prove, I'm going to show you some data to prove that this community is believing on a long-term basis. This is unbelievable data coming out about how diamond-handed, diamond-hooved, how much hodlers, how we've been hodlified. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Let's go out and look at the data. This came to us from the Bullion Duster. He says, do your own research, but UFD isn't a flip. 80%, 4 out of 5 of our top 1,000 holders are diamond handed for 60 days plus. That means that 4 out of 5 of our top 1,000 holders have now held UFD for 2 months plus. It's kind of hard to read it on this sheet. Yeah, almost impossible to read it. But if you go down here and you look at this post again from our friend, the Bullion Duster, right, you will see that that is indeed the case. Let's see if we had any comments. I haven't even looked here. Oh, Crypt Wizard says exactly. We're in it for the long term. Yes. Hey, Crypt Wizard, Crypt Wizard has been a critical key community member from super early in the birth of this project, and has donated a lot of his time and efforts. So thank you, Crypt Wizard. The Bullion Dusters say UFD holders don't chase exits. 80% of top wallets equals no sells in 2 months. Man, crazy. Okay. Another piece of data. Here we go. This is the data from last night that's very interesting from Connector himself, another key community member. Here you see how a whale that knows where UFD is going and why Basement Ron, I like this part, is the most honest and hardworking guy in this crazy space, can upload $180,000 worth in minutes. You're not bullish enough. Okay, here we go. Right, we had a big person who moved in last night. Again, I have an internal speculation, maybe a little bit more than a speculation, and no, I won't answer any questions about it, because I have we've always lived by this idea within this project that we under promise and over deliver. But if indeed that is who I think it is, it could be a very, very good thing. I'll leave it at that. I'll emphasize that's my internal. I rank it a little higher than a speculation in terms of who that is. I want to say hi to some people. I haven't done this for a while. Those of you who are on YouTube, I can see your comments on the other side. So I'm going to say hello to Truth Hurts. See if I can get this to work. Darn it. Hey, UFD Corral, my man. Good to see you, UFD Corral. Truth Hurts. Hello, Shyman. Hello, Matthew Wilhart. Wow. Hello, Javier. Hello, AA Ron. Hello, Jason Williams. Hello, UFD.Solana. Hello, Matthew Wilbert. I think I said that already. And there is a Jang Suyawasara. All right. And Truth Hurts. Agony. Wow. Look at all. Oh, there's some people on X Agony. Shimon. Wow, guys. Hey, when we're on X, you know what? Let's do it right now. We got over 200 people early here. Let's all please right now. I'm going to do it live. Let's repost this. And then we got some more information to talk about. But hold on here. Of course, my phone's not working. I'm going to go to my profile. See if I can find our live happening right now. There it is. There we are. There's me fumbling around looking at my phone. I think there's like a 10-second delay. I'm going to repost this and do a quote. We are live right now, comma, posting this, period. We want you here, comma, you are welcome in Unicorn Fart Dust. Repost. Okay, we got that much under control. We are, look, I don't want to get in trouble for saying this. We touched on this fact earlier. We are baby Bitcoin, okay? We are following the ethos. We are following the principles laid out originally within the crypto in the blockchain world. That gives us so much power. I got another message yesterday from a person who said, keep up the good work. Tell your community, keep up the good work. He said, I'm a person who was around Bitcoin during the first 3 to 4 years, and the feeling that I get in the Unicorn Fart Dust community, the authenticity, okay, that's our new word. We had 2 new words, right? We aren't a hype coin. We're an energy coin. That energy will create hype, but we are an energy coin, and we are authentic, right? One of a kind, a unicorn. And that's what this person pointed out in this message. He said, what I feel within UFD reminds me so much of what I felt in the early days of Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was new, and Bitcoin people said, it's nothing but unicorn fart dust, including me. Yes, you know the story. I was a crypto skeptic for years and years. I still love gold and silver, no doubt about it. Okay. But I also love unicorn fart dust. I love unicorn fart dust, silver, and gold, no doubt. However, I was one of those people that sat right down here. You can look it up. It's on the internet. I've never deleted a video as far as I can remember. And I would say, it's all a bunch of unicorn fart dust, right? Bitcoin, Schmittcoin. Hey, let me grab my Bitcoins. Woo. But, I learned. I won't go down that whole path. And have learned so much about crypto over the last 9 months. But back to my point, we are baby Bitcoin, okay? But we're more than that, okay? We are Unicorn Fart Dust. Yeah, I know it's a funny name. People remember it, right? But what is happening organically within this community is nothing short of amazing. Guys, this is critical for us to remember. Critical point. What we are doing on so many levels is important, right? All the energy that we are creating, because we are an energy coin that creates hype. But on top of that, the way that we are doing it, it's great, right? All the things happening. We could go on for the next hour talking about all the great accomplishments we have had, but also accomplishments that we're having in the future. And by the way, I'm going to get back to my point. We had a meeting with some of the big community leaders yesterday. I want your opinion on this. One of the ideas I had was that on our website, we need to have, because I get this message all the time, like, what's going on with UFD? What's blah, blah, blah. And it's hard to reply to all these messages. And there's so much going on that it takes forever for me to reply to these. I said, we need a repository on our website where we list what we've accomplished, right? And hold on here. This is a partial list. I call it the purple list of the things that we have accomplished, right? All the things we've done, just to name a few, right? The Bitcoin conference, the in-person meetup that was a huge success, the NFT projects, the billboards in New York City, the Kraken listing that was generated by the community, the documentary crew that was here in the basement, Andre, our friend Andre. Hey, guys, come on. We have a McLaren car with UFD stickers on it. Anyway, I digress. I won't go. This is just part of it. But we need a central repository where we have a list of our accomplishments, number one, but then number two, what we have to look forward to, what is happening right now, the things that are going to be happening in the future. so that people in the community, people that are diamond handed and diamond hooved, can go to that place and say, wow, because you can't remember them all. People ask me and I'm like, there's so much going on. I can't remember everything we've done, but it's hard to even remember all the things that are going on right now because there is a lot going on. So let me know how you think about that. As a community, I'd like your feedback. Do you think that would be a good idea? Darn it. Now I forgot my point that I was going to make. Oh, I know. I remember. Don't worry. I won't do the whole baby Bitcoin thing again. But guys, there's a reason why this is very important. I'll share it with you. At the end of the day, what we are doing is very, very simple, very powerful, very, everything else, but it really is very simple. We have our place on the blockchain. It's called Unicorn Fart Dust. There are 999 million coins or tokens. The more people who buy the coin and hold the coin, and I think as we covered earlier, the fact that out of our top 1,000 wallets, 80% of the people have held more than 60 days, that part's working. The more people who buy the coin, don't you worry, it's coming. I'm even going to say the V word, okay? Don't you have a dirty mind when I say that. Right? The more people who buy the coin and hold the coin, the closer we get to what, because of the law of supply and demand, will be a much, much higher coin price. Yes, the projects are important. Yes, the energy and the hype that then gets generated from the energy in the community is absolutely important. But this is real simple. Okay, this is our place. 999. Can you guys see that? 999 million coins. This jug represents all the UFD coins that have ever been created, ever will be created. They're all on the blockchain. They're on that perfect ledger. Each one of these jelly beans, because unicorns eat jelly beans, that's what gives them gas, and that creates unicorn fart dust. But each one of those jelly beans represents one of you, right? A duster, a holder of the unicorn fart dust coin or bean, as we like to call it. The more people, and remember, each one, you're one of those beans. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, you're a person. You're alive. You hold UFD. You are represented by one of those beans. The more beans that go in the jug, the more full this jug gets. And because the jug can't get any bigger, the closer we get to a bean shortage, the closer we get to a beanopoly. It's simple. It's real simple. Okay. And when we get to a bean shortage or a beanopoly, you know where we're going. We're going to Badahala. Oh my gosh. Did you just jump out of the jug? Look at that little sucker. Hit me in my, good thing I'm wearing my safety glasses. Okay. All right. We'll put that back in there. Be careful, guys. You probably have seen this story, but I want to share it with you. This heartbreaking story that I think had a good ending. But please be careful out there. This guy had started a coin and a stream because unfortunately he's fighting cancer. And then he clicked on a link, and during the stream, and I think it was from maybe Steam, don't quote me on that, and it drained his entire wallet. Okay. Apparently that was on a software wallet. Please remember, right? What a great opportunity for me to talk about channel sponsor Ledger, right? The leader in hardware wallet crypto security. Here's my Ledger Flex, what I use. This isn't the exact one. I keep it in a safe location, but there's the Ledger Flex. Nobody does hardware wallets like Ledger. They're securing 20% of the world's crypto, but you can do so much more with Ledger and the Ledger Flex when you use the Ledger Live app, right? It does everything. You can buy, sell, swap, stake. You manage all your digital assets all in one place while using the hardware wallet technology, while at the same time using the Ledger Live app. I use it. You know, I only take sponsorships from companies. I eat my own cooking. You know, like if I was a restaurant, I'd say I eat my own cooking. But when I take sponsorships from companies, they're ones that I work with, ones that I use. I love the Ledger Flex. I love the Ledger Live app. And most importantly, it gives freedom and peace of mind. Okay, so thank you. Also, another company, right? You know, I'm not here right now. You're not putting up with me. If it wasn't for MoonPay, they were my entry door into crypto, right? They've helped millions and millions of people, 35 million customer accounts now. I think when I first started, it was like 30 million they just hit. They've added another 5 million customer accounts because they're doing things right. They're bringing people, they're the on-ramp from fiat into crypto. And their ecosystem also does so much more. Ivan, the CEO, Keith Grossman, president. I mean, these guys are growing and innovating. They are the leader in fintech technology. And it's a big, big honor that we have get to affiliate ourselves. They sponsor Ron's Basement. We appreciate them. Please, guys, continue to support those two companies because they're doing a great job. We have a duster of the day. Let's see if we can. You want to go find him? Let's see if we can find the duster of the day, because this person, and again, unfortunate circumstance that happened for this fella, but I think people donated the money back to him, so that was great to see. Let's check out, there's a guy out there named Connector. There he is. And several people said that I need to make Connector the duster of the day. Hopefully you can see. Here's his profile on X, at Connector_13. Connector's been around the project for a long, long time, but he's also, more importantly, somebody who is taking big action, doing big things for the project on the social media front and on many levels as well. And most importantly, right, because I've talked with him many times now on Spaces. I think we even talked on the telephone at one point as well. He's a good person, right? All the money aside, all the everything else, this community is made up of good, high quality people like Connector. So Connector, on behalf of the entire Unicorn Fart Dust community, right? Because we are made up of a bunch of people. Connectors. Wow. What a great concept. Connector is the connector. We are connected, right? But we are made up of individual people. And Connector, you're one of the great individuals that's making Unicorn Fart Dust what it is. Set aside the money, set aside everything else. It is the Connector connection that we all feel with each other that makes this special. So on behalf of the entire Unicorn Fart Dust herd, I would like to designate you as Duster of the Day. I want you to, whoa, wait, whoa. Oh man, I forgot everything today. Do you feel your horn, Dusters? Is it up there? Huh? Yeah. All right. Well, the golden horn's right here. Help me pick up the golden horn, and we are together going to install it on Connector. You are the Duster of the Day. Horns up, Dusters. Let's do a 3-second smile. When I say go, you have to smile. You got to do it for 3 seconds. I feel better already because I'm smiling now. 1, 2, 3, go. We just put some positive energy out in the world. I'm not real big into all that metaphysical stuff, but it does feel good to smile. Don't forget, I forgot to tell you at the beginning, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make any financial decisions based on what I'm saying, right? But I am the guy that told people to buy silver when it was $15 an ounce, and now it's over 40. But nonetheless, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. Most importantly, whatever you do with your money, your investments, do it responsibly, okay? Try to get yourself out of debt. I will give that financial advice. I think that's, in my opinion, can't really be argued with, but always be careful out there. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, at 10 a.m., I'm going to do my best to launch this Reddit AMA. It should be interesting to see how that plays out, but you can rest assured I'm not going to give up, okay? I will keep at it, and I know this community. What we have going right now live in the Web3 space has never been done before. Yeah, let these people argue, you know, and I'm not casting any shade on anybody, but like this whole thing, like now it's like rage guy. And I know that's like supposedly KOLs versus the people. It's very confusing. I like look at it for like 3 minutes and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I looking at this? And I'm not putting anyone down who's involved in it. Do your thing, do whatever. But what we have going right here, our silo, right? Our corral with Unicorn Fart Dust, right? We are, I like envision the landscape, and there's this fenced in area, the UFD corral, where us Dusters are hanging out, right? We have family, we have connections, we have a soul, right? We are real, right? And what is happening within our corral, within our silo, has never been done before. And please remember the most critical thing. At the end of the day, this is very simple. People buy UFD, people hold UFD, and if the if the law of gravity still holds and the law of supply and demand works, the value of the coin will go up. And that's not necessarily a lot of people say it, right? And I look at the coin price once or twice per day. That's important, no doubt about it. We all want prosperity, but to get there, right, we need to focus, and we are doing, and you're doing a wonderful job. Focus on ways to make the project better. Focus on ways to get the word out. Remember the marketing rule of 7, right? People have to hear about something on average like 7 times before they take an action. And I think it's safe to say, with the amount of heart and passion that our community has, and the amount of information that we're getting out there, there's like maybe millions, hundreds of thousands of people who are on like their 5th or 6th impression, right? And we've got this base. Man, I'm so excited to share this with you for the 3rd time, right? Of our top 1,000 wallets, 4 out of 5, 80% of the people have held for over 60 days. I did look at the volume of some of these other shiny red ball temporary coins, and like, it's actually a good thing that our volume is reasonable. I think like maybe it seems like 20% of our UFD coins trade on any given day. Some of these other coins, they're trading like 2 times their total outstanding coins. This is a big deal, what we have going. We're like building this, setting the stage, setting the platform from which we can do some really great things going forward. Okay. Keep up the great work, guys. It's a big deal that you're here. I think I covered everything. And hopefully I'll see you on Reddit here in about 1 hour. Have a great day. Be good to yourself. Yeah, you can be good to yourself. That's okay. That will give you a platform from which you can be good to other people. Let's go, UFD.